Hey guys, Kyle here to teach you a very fun free running trick off the wall here known as the wall Arabian. What it looks like is this here, just like so. It's a very fun trick, but the most confusing part about it is the transition from going to planting your foot facing the wall and turning to face the other direction into your flip. Now you can think about it as a 180 backflip off the wall. You can think about it as a wall flip, turn to a front flip. The most basic progression to this would be an Arabian. Since you're doing a wall Arabian, you want to make sure you can do it on ground first without actually using the wall. The most basic progression to an Arabian would be a 180 dive roll. I have a tutorial on those movements right there for you guys, so go ahead and check that out. Master that first before you come back to this, otherwise you're going to be going through a lot more trouble than you need to. Master those basic movements, because if you get that down nice and clean and comfortable, then when you go to here, the wall, it's going to be so much easier and it's going to click much better for you. So once you understand the Arabian part, you know that you want to start by reaching up and get a nice solid set. Hands up just past your ears, chest open, and your hips driving up. But you want to wait to do that motion until you're actually hitting the wall. So what I think about is I plant my foot about waist height on that wall. That way I'm not trying to go way too much past my limit of flexibility, but I don't want to kick down too low to where I won't get a good set so my foot doesn't slip. Also, make sure you're not just kicking in and out the wall. You don't want to stomp. You just want to think about it more like an actual step. A nice firm step, and you're just kind of pushing, just like a stride or a jump. That's the pressure that I feel anyways when I'm doing it. For me, it's not a solid kick, but more so just one solid jump and tap off the wall. The easier that step is, the more you can focus on your reach and everything else. But if you stay on the wall too long, then you're going to delay your reach and tuck. So as I approach it with the stepping leg back, arms back, and I swing them up together. Now the arms keep swinging even after this leg plants because they got to reach up to get up here, and as that's happening, this foot is pushing off of that wall. This leg doesn't so much swing, but the knee does come up. What's most important though is once you feel your body opening up to the limit where you can't go past that anymore, you want to start dropping this shoulder and looking over that shoulder. So if you're going to your left, look over and drop your left shoulder this way. If you're going over your right, plant your right foot, look over, and drop your right shoulder. Dropping that shoulder is essential to getting that chest and the rest of your body to turn. Now, if your chest starts turning, don't leave your hips behind. Try to keep your shoulders and your hips aligned. Keep them in a nice solid structure. That way, once your chest turns, your hips will follow. For rotation, you want to make sure that you're getting a nice, smooth transition and keeping your arms and feet working together. Even the timing of when you reach and drop, as this motion here is happening before you go into the tuck, your hips got to be pulling up to the side. So shoulders and arms drop, hips and feet rise. Got to keep that yin-yang spiral motion happening, otherwise that's when you start reaching straight to the ground. And that's where the front flip and Arabian motion come in handy most, just getting that control down. That's why you got to get that Arabian before you go off the wall, but make sure you really understand how to use this transition but still be able to follow through into reaching and dropping and looking over that one shoulder and then following through to the Arabian motion. If you're still having any other trouble, let me know in the comment section below. If you have a video link of you making your attempts, add that with your comment so I can watch it. But the most important thing though is to really master those basics. So if you're having trouble and you think it might be timing, you think maybe you're not getting enough height, you think maybe your rotation is too slow, go back to that Arabian or the 180 dive roll. Master those movements to really get the understanding of how it's supposed to feel so you know exactly what to do, when to do it. As far as the sequence goes in this movement, your 1 is the arms and foot reaching up at the same time. Your 2 is the drop and pull into your actual tuck. Your 3 will be to keep your chest up, look forward, and then bring your feet underneath you. And by look forward, I don't mean look off in the distance. Just have an idea of where you are. That way you know when your chest is up above your hips and your feet are underneath your hips, and then you can land. So hopefully I've helped. If I haven't, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Take great care and stay positive. Now with this leg here, just kind of stays into the wall. I don't press or anything, I don't kick down. I just keep it there so I know where my hips are. So when my hips pass that ledge center point, I know when to pull up into that tuck.